I've never once gone to the gym with the goal of building muscle. Here's why. If your only goal is to get bigger or lose weight, then you're setting yourself up to fail. Most people start the gym because they want to change how they look and feel, and I get it. The problem is though that chasing these aesthetic goals tends to lead to frustration. People never feel big enough, they never feel lean enough, they never feel strong enough, or like they're losing enough weight. I've consistently been training for 10 years and I've never once thought about getting bigger. I've always thought about something else, and that's why I've been so consistent in improving my physique year round. Today I'm going to share with you what that is so you can also be more consistent and eventually reach your goals. And later on in the video I'm going to give you the exact goals that you should have if you want to lose weight, build muscle, or get stronger. When I'm in the gym, a lot of people ask me what's my goal, but to be honest, 90% of the time I don't have an answer to that question. I've never thought about growing muscle or getting big, right? For me, the aesthetic goals, the physique, has always just been the byproduct. It's never been my actual main goal. My main goal is to just do better than last time. It just so happens that when I keep on doing that, I end up getting bigger muscles. But there's an even bigger problem at play here that keeps some people in a cycle of failure. But I'll speak about that a little bit later on in the video. When I go into the gym, I only think about being stronger, fitter, and more disciplined than I was last time. I go to the gym because I enjoy the challenge, right? I enjoy seeing that I'm progressing on paper, and I enjoy how it clears my mind and reduces my stress and all these other things. I'm not saying that it's bad to have these destination goals, right? If you want to lose X pounds or you want to gain X pounds in muscle or whatever it is, that's great. But what I'm saying is that most people think I want big muscles when they wake up, when they eat breakfast, when they go to the gym, right? That's just all they're caring about. Every time they go to the gym, they're looking in the mirror seeing if they've grown muscles yet. They're tired of where they are and they want to change, right? And I love that. I love that passion. But the difference with me is that, for example, I would think, yeah, I want big muscles once, and then I completely forget about that destination and just turn my focus totally onto the process. From then on, all I'm thinking is I want to just lift a little bit heavier than I did last time. I want to do one more rep than I did last time, right? That's all that occupies my mind. And then a couple months later, someone comments on my physique and I'm like, oh yeah, I actually completely forgot that was my goal, right? Back then I wanted this. But when the only goal on your mind is the destination goal, you tend to start getting a bit impatient. You tend to worry and start doubting when you're not seeing it. And to be honest, if you're looking for something every single day, you're likely not going to see anything because change is gradual. When they're starting to worry and doubt because they're not seeing anything, some people flat out quit. And some people just constantly ruin their mood and beat themselves up when they look in the mirror and what they want isn't there. And then they may eventually quit, or at the least if they don't quit, they're unhappy. The moment that you stop is the moment you 100% are not going to reach your goal. There's an even bigger issue at hand here. Once some of these people reach their destination goals, they end up reverting back to where they were before. Why? Because once they've achieved their goal, they feel as if, that's it. I've done it, right? The story's finished. It's complete, I'm there. And then they're not as driven to continue doing what they were once doing because they've already got what they wanted now. That's why their consistency may only last 6 months or a year or 2 or whatever, whereas my consistency has lasted 10 years. That may be why some people only have a brief period of living in their goals, achieving the body, and then they've only got the body for a brief period. Whereas me, I maintain my physique all year round. I'm not driven by any aesthetic goal, right? For me, this is a lifestyle and I'm driven by the day-to-day goals. I'll continue staying fit until the day I die. That's the way I see it, right? There is no end goal. So what I'd recommend to anyone, based on my own experience, is to have your destination goals, sure, but then also have your process goals and just focus exclusively on those process goals. Now I'm going to tell you the exact process goals that you should have based on your destination goals that you may have. If your destination goal is to build muscle or strength, whether that's bigger arms, bigger chest, bigger lats or legs or glutes or whatever it is, your process goal on a day-to-day basis should be to do one more rep or go even just 1.25 kilograms heavier than you did last time. If your goal is to lose weight, and if you're doing cardio, then your process goal should be to continue for 30 to 60 more seconds than you did last time. Or maybe just go 0.1 kilometers per hour faster than you did last time. Or do one more round of the interval training than you done last time. Or one more rep, or take 5 seconds less break. Those are the process goals. And if you want to be able to accomplish a certain move, whether it be a muscle up or any other calisthenics move or whatever it is, it's the same principles as before, right? Just do one more rep or make it that one little bit heavier than you did the time before when you're doing the progressions to that move, and simply keep practicing the actual move. If this video helps, subscribe to my channel if you want more tips on staying fit.